Friends, last time I spoke on Acharei Mot, after the death of the two sons of Aaron, and within that I had a small segment on the myth that says there is a rope tied to the leg of the high priest so that if he dies they could pull him out. And I declared that there was no Jewish source for that myth. Well, it's been pointed out to me that that's not quite true, and so let me bring some correction. There is a Jewish source, however it is neither credible nor ancient, and so it holds no water. What I should have probably said in hindsight is that there is no ancient nor authoritative Jewish source for this myth. It is not found in the Torah, in the Tanakh, in the Hebrew Bible. It is not found in the New Covenant. It is not found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Apocrypha, the Pseudepigrapha. It is not mentioned by Josephus or in Philo of Alexandria. It is not in the Mishnah, the oldest part of the Talmud. It is not in the Gemara, the complete or the commentary upon the Mishnah. The whole Talmud does not mention it. So there is no ancient Jewish source for it. It's not even in the Midrashim, the ancient Midrashim, the Jewish commentaries upon the scriptures. It is neither mentioned by any of the church fathers. Now, if this had happened at any stage, one of them surely would have commented on this. However, having said that, as I mentioned, there is a Jewish source, and this is found in the Kabbalah. It's the mystical side of Judaism, and it is in a book called the Zohar. Now, it's a compilation of works. It's not a single work. And within the Zohar, it mentions it twice. Now, the Zohar is a rather extensive document, and it's filled with Jewish mysticism. So it's not a credible source. It is written in the 13th century in Spain by Moses de Leon. It's a highly questionable source for both believers in Messiah Yeshua, but also even for the rabbis themselves. They questioned this source. But let me mention it. It says it twice, Acharei Mot 67a, where it comments, and in Emor 102a it mentions it as well. And it says this: all bless him and raise their hands towards him in prayer, that he may enter the Holy of Holies in peace and leave in peace. A knot of gold hangs from his legs, so that if he dies in the Holy of Holies, they could pull him out by this gold chain. Now the quote extends beyond that, but that's not so relevant. The other one is in the Zohar in volume 16 Emor. It says this: Rabbi Yitzchak said a chain was tied to the feet of the high priest when he entered the Holy of Holies, so that if he dies there, they will take him outside, since it is forbidden to enter there. Now the Zohar is written 1200 years after the destruction of the Second Temple. It is not contemporary, and as I pointed out, there is no ancient source for this myth. Not only that, the Zohar, when it was compiled by Moses de Leon, he includes a whole lot of things that are not true. Biblically speaking, he adds a whole lot of stuff. So it is steeped in mysticism and not a good source. We should not devote ourselves to myths and endless speculations. What we should do is devote ourselves to the stewardship of God that is by faith. As such, I do not believe that the Zohar, or the Kabbalah for that matter, is a credible source. It is filled with cleverly devised myths, and it wasn't written by eyewitnesses of this event. The Torah in Leviticus 16 explicitly mentions the only garments, there are 4 garments, that the high priest could wear were common priestly garments. They were holy garments, but nothing more and nothing else. As such, if he would bring in anything else, whether in garments or in ropes or in chains of gold, God would have struck him dead. Well, if that had happened, and we don't know that it happened, then the ritual that we see in Leviticus 10 would have applied. In other words, that somebody else would have come in and removed him. And this is what the Talmud says in Eruvim 105a. The sages taught in a Baraita, and that's a supplementary teaching that is not directly related to a Mishnah. So the rabbinical sages taught in a supplementary teaching that it's permitted for anyone to enter the sanctuary, to build, to repair, or to remove an impurity. That's what a dead body would be, from inside. However, wherever possible, the commandment is for these tasks to be performed by a priest. If no priest available, for a Levite to enter. If no Levite is available, for an Israelite. In either case, they need to be ritually pure. Yes, they may enter, but if they are impure, they may not enter the holy place. The Talmud actually indicates that, like in Leviticus 10, that if the priest would die inside the holy place, that he could be removed, or in the Holy of Holies, he could be removed by others. Initially by people close to him, his own family, or by Levites. The Talmud even says by common Israelites, providing they are pure. Having said all that, if you want more on this topic, an article was written by Rabbi Dr. Ari Sifotovsky called Zichrun Iyon, the Kohen Gadol's rope, and I'll make sure that the reference is here. It's the outorah.org/p/5694, and he even questions this source. So let me make it again and let me clarify it. There is no ancient authoritative Jewish source, only a mythical one, that declares that there was a rope on the leg of the high priest when he went into the Holy of Holies. Friends, I hope that clarifies it. May you have a good Shabbos, and we will connect again soon, hopefully in a couple of days when we do a new message. Until then, Shalom.